What you won't do. This morning, I'm thinking about practice. And I know I have a couple things to practice on. I would really like to get through this ladder drill. I know I'm working on my stance. I'm working on a few other things in my fundamentals. But I don't have the time. I don't have 3 hours of practice. I don't have 4 hours of practice. I'd like to, but I've got outside this wall on this other side. I need to build another wall and install a garage door and, all these other things that life gives you. Plus I have a 6-year-old daughter. Plus I have another couple jobs this summer, plus another full-time job in the fall. So I've got a limited amount of time and I have a limited amount of bandwidth to actually think about these shots. And on today's practice session, I'm practicing on metacognition. I've already practiced for the last month trying to change my grip. I've already incorporated it into the full practice, and that's what I'm really doing today. But I just wanted to think about, what am I really thinking about when I'm coming into a practice session? Am I truly present on each one of the shots? And how much mind clutter am I having? We have 60,000 thoughts or 80,000 thoughts a day, and 3/4 of them are the same thoughts that you had yesterday. So they're limiting factors. So what am I thinking about today? I'm trying to play the 9-ball into the corner pocket cleanly with some spin to miss the 8-ball, get on to this long rail and get down to this target right here. And I'm trying to play it from this box right here. I'm trying to play varied positions. And the more I started practicing this today, the more I decided to focus on the 8-ball, missing the 8-ball. And I completely missed the point. And so the longer I practice today, I'm thinking about, visualizing the shot. Okay, so I can visualize the cue ball hitting here and hitting somewhere around here on the long rail and coming back over this pocket. And the more I practice this shot, then I noticed my focus. I noticed my visualization. It got into evaluating, and then it ended up saying miss the 8-ball again. So I'm going to visualize myself. Right now I'm visualizing what kind of spin is going to miss the 8-ball. And I know how much deflection I have to aim for. And invariably, that's exactly what happens. I'm thinking of, how do I miss the 8-ball instead of just simply visualizing, where is my cue ball going to go? So again, I'm going to change my visualization. I'm thinking about that metacognition. I know I'm out of the lens, but I'm thinking about hitting the long rail, and coming back into position. I overran my position. But it doesn't have anything to do with, do I know this shot very well? It has to do with the negativity. It has everything to do with metacognition. What am I thinking about? I'm thinking about the cue ball missing the 8-ball barely, so I'm hitting the long rail in the correct position, instead of visualize where I want the cue ball to go. Everything's going to take care of itself if I only control the cue ball. I'm visualizing the cue ball, where I want it to go, and instead of thinking about the negatives. Okay, so you're not going to take the time to do that. Most people aren't going to take the time to do this stuff. And so my next segments for the coming, maybe 3 or 4 videos, it's all about what you won't do. So today's thing is metacognition. What you won't do in a practice session because of time, because of other things that are depleting your focus, instead of, hey, We're going to save ourselves time if we only think about the positives, visualize where the cue ball is going to go, and practice on one thing. So today's my metacognition lesson.